support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team, down at St Andrews, we are all supporters of our team.
Nick, go.
And action. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Monday night, it's 7:30, just gone, and welcome to the ultimate Tilton Talk Show. We have been producing these over the last 2 years and 3 months, all through COVID, so that we could keep our Birmingham City family and community together, and it has been an absolute pleasure. We are, of course, sponsored by Boylesports, principal sponsors of Birmingham City Football Club, along with the Garrison Coffee Company and M.A.Reilly French polishers. Not a lot to go on, really, is that? Because if you look at it right now, some numpty tweeted me the other night, and when the academy announcement was made, I put on Twitter, not the announcement we deserve, and it wasn't. And some numpty replied with a loaded diatribe. He says he doesn't watch the show anymore. Well, good luck to you, sunshine. And he said that we have privileges within the club. Has anybody had any privileges within the club in the last 11 years? Anybody?
No. I once got a sticker.
Not so much as a free multi-pie.
I got a cardboard clapper at the Villa game. I've said the word.
Have you?
It's £10 fine, that is.
Lord, forgive me. I can promise you, right, that I'll speak my mind. I don't care. I'll speak my mind. He said I'm all wishy-washy and this and the other, blah, 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 right? And if you think about it, over the last 11 and a half years, nearly 12 years now, Chris, right? Birmingham City Football Club have never interacted with us directly. Never, right? So we get no privileges, we get no pay, and I don't want thanks. But if you think that I get privileges, think again, sunshine, because you're completely and utterly wrong. I know you won't be watching. Maybe some of your friends are. And now I'm going to scale the club. Right, here we go. If it hadn't have been for the points deduction from Derby, and was it Reading? we would have been relegated this season, right? And we have suffered far too long. And this has to change, and it has to change this coming season, because my seasons, I'm 60 years old and running out. Alan, Christ, you're going, mate.
He's not here yet.
You've been the team tonight. We have the one and only. Welcome back. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better for this.
Thanks, Nick. Evening, all.
Who are you? Because you're a numpty. Little numpty.
Hello, everybody. You okay? Yeah. Who's dialing in?
He's not here just yet. He'll be here soon, shortly. No, I just want to get the
Dialing in, Charlie. He's still winding up his stair lift. Sorry, Alan. He was dialing in. Evening, everybody.
Good evening. I'm just trying to get the sound.
Yeah, one more.
Come on, Nick. It's guess the voice competition. Evening, all. Save the best till last. Well, I didn't want to say.
I'll save the best till last, and me, of course, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, what a week! Saturday night, we drove over to Birmingham, me and Shazza, and went to Tracy Hemmings' 60th birthday party. We had an absolute blast. It was a laugh from minute to end. It was brilliant. And to see Auntie Linda, who's older than all of us, doing oops upside your head and then not being able to get off the floor afterwards was the crowning moment in my evening. And it was great to see little Jack and his mate playing football with a plastic bottle outside. I put a little video on the Tilton Talk page. I think you've seen it. But it was a lovely, lovely evening. And you know what? You go to something like that and you know that you're amongst family, not friends, family, right? It's family, and it is. And that's what this show has been all about for the 11, 12 years that we've done it for. And we've raised thousands upon thousands of pounds for charity. We're not bullying our own beef there, right? Because that's what we do, because we love doing it. Yeah. I even showed a Boyle fan today, right? Came into work, and we were just having the crack and the banter, as you do. And I said, when you got relegated, I said, the roar from St Andrews when Manchester United beat you was just one of my loveliest moments ever, right? And then I showed him the Villa Coffin video, which has been viewed God knows how many times. And if you Google Villa Coffin, you can see the Daily Mail picked it up, Fox News picked it up. It went viral all around the world because we built a stupid piece of wood coffin, painted it claret and blue, and some people liked it, some didn't. I had death threats over it. I'm still here.
Quite a few people are saying they can't hear Nick. I don't know if that's I think you're talking to yourself there, Nick. I don't think anyone can hear you, mate. Quite a few people said they can't.
I'll back up, Chris. Am I up?
I think they can now. No, they can.
Okay.
I sorted that out.
Is that sorted? Yeah.
We're on delay.
It's just the sound rubbish.
This show has kept Birmingham fans together.
Okay, carry on. Can't hear.
He's only got one job.
Yeah, the sound we can hear.
Yeah, I can hear that. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on here. Talk, Nick. It's a really bad noise in the background.
about being thrown under the bus.
Yeah. Let's forget him.
Yeah,
Go on, carry on.
I just wanted to reflect on the season that's obviously finished, and I don't think we've been in, have we, since the Blackburn game?
No.
And yeah, my daughter went with me to that game, and my dad, we went into the hospitality for that game, into the Legends Lounge, which was nice. And my dad was like a kid in a sweet shop because all the old 1972 squad were there celebrating the 50th anniversary, and you know, with Joe Gallagher and all those old players that we had back then. Yeah, so yeah, it was a great day, and good for my daughter to get back down there as well. Shame we lost the game. I didn't think we played too bad. It was two absolute worldies by then, weren't it? That won the game.
Brilliant
goals were cracking, weren't they?
But no, I think looking at the season, it was another nothing season again. But you know, I never had concerns of relegation all along, though, Nick. I didn't think we ever looked like going down, to be honest. Obviously the points were taken off them early in the season anyway.
Yeah, so that mentality was gone.
Yeah. So we can look at it that way, but the other ways, the mentality was never like, oh dear, you know, we're going to go down. I don't think I was ever worried myself. Was you?
No.
So, but you know, it's got to improve. Something's got to change for it to improve. I think there's a lot of people, and I'm one of them, that's just fed up with the same old every season. You know, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th in the Championship. It's just, you know, it's just festering away, isn't it? Really, so hopefully we get these new owners, and you know, they are better than what we've got. You know, because there is part of me that's, you know, thinking, well, it could be worse, because it could. There is worse owners out there than what we got, believe it or not. The owners that we've got aren't great; they're terrible, right? And I hope that we do get taken over. Don't get me wrong. What I'm saying, but what I'm saying is it could be worse. You know, look at Wigan and look at, you know, Bolton and clubs like that. You know, that have been in the Premier League just as recently as we have. And they've been in the Premier League in recent years like we have. Obviously, Wigan won the FA Cup in 2013, and that was sold up the river as well. You know, so. But you know, Portsmouth as well, FA Cup winners, So I just hope now that there's going to be a turning point in the summer. You know, we need about 15 players, don't we?
Easily.
You know, and I just hope that it happens. You know, I hope that somebody comes in that can take us over, run us properly, keep us stable, and it's going to take time for them to do that. They can't just come in and wave a magic wand, because there is a lot of.
Because this isn't acceptable.
Someone who comes in and takes us. Somebody who takes over needs time to, you know, balance the books, sort it out, sort the stadium, sort the squad out. You know, they might even want their own manager. Who knows? I hope they don't. I'd like to see Bowyer given another, you know, a chance for at least another season. If we were to be taken over this summer, I'd certainly like to see him given next season.
I'd stick with him.
Yeah.
I mean, sorry to jump in, Paul. Again, we say it week in, week out. The support is there for Bowyer. You hear people sing his name every week.
Yeah.
I think the people who want him out are in the minority. I really do.
Yeah. There's a few things I think Nick, you could. I think.
Nick. I'm going to cut you off, right? And can you message me your number and I'll get you on the phone? All right. Message me your number, your phone number. Oh, you have, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just think that. You know, there's a few things Bowyer could have done differently. He'd probably say that himself. You know, a few of his substitutions and playing players out of position at times has been frustrating. But I think the last sort of 3 or 4 games we looked a lot better. You know, he put Hernandez further forward, didn't he, on the left and
I think that was Keats
and up
playing
front.
out of position for quite a few games.
Wasn't he brought Beeler back in, and obviously these 2 players are not as anymore now. I'm talking about players that aren't even as anymore. You know, so these are players that need to be replaced, and it's not going to be easy replacing them if we haven't got any money to spend on the squad.
We've got nothing on the left.
No.
Nothing at all. I mean, we've got to face facts. We are a bottom 6 side.
Yeah, well,
And we have been for a few years.
Yeah.
5 years of... They're not going to improve, are they?
no.
They've peaked.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
He's learning as he goes along as well. I mean, he's still relatively young towards a manager's job.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And yeah, I think he did take a lot of criticism from people, but actually that may have G'd him up that little bit more as we've got towards the end. Agree, he's still got that 12 months left on his contract. Let's see what he can do.
See what we can do with a bit of backing. And I wouldn't write Troy off either just yet. Which
No,
a lot
I
of
think-
people
No,
are
I
doing.
wouldn't. No.
Full
no.
pre-season for him, and you'll see a totally different player.
Yeah.
But he needs a service though to score
He
the
needs
goals.
service.
And at the moment, you know, who's going to
win.
create? I like Jordan Graham. I think he could.
Yes.
He could-
yeah.
he could
He
do
could
it.
cross the ball, yeah.
You know, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's inevitable we're going to sign players, but will there be loans and freebies again, or will we actually have some money to spend on the squad? Who knows?
Do
It's
we
all
think,
up in the air.
Do we think Lyle Taylor will stay? Or do you think it's goodbye to him?
Well, he's gone back to Forest now, hasn't he?
He's training with them again.
I think if they win the playoff final, we might have a chance.
Yeah.
But it just depends. It just depends really. If we were to get new owners, as it stands now, obviously with these owners, then yeah, I'd like to see Lyle Taylor come back.
Yeah.
But if we did get taken over and we had a bit of cash to spend on the
decent
squad,
backing.
I'd like to see him trying to build a good young team. You know. But saying that though, it's good to have a couple of experienced players in as well. So I'd keep the likes of George Friend and Troy, and you know, I mean,
Need the experience.
Yeah.
You've got to have that balance.
yeah.
Is
So
Hernandez likely to stay at Norwich, do you think?
I think now they've been relegated, possibly.
Well, he was back with them to training today, wasn't he? He's linking back up with them.
Personally, I'd love him back. He'd be my first choice out of the
Yeah.
loan players.
Yeah.
To go.
Love
and get.
who back.
I don't think he's a Dean
Hernandez.
Smith type of
Hernandez.
player. Don't
Look,
think
sorry,
he's
sorry,
that
sorry.
type of player at all.
Love who back because I'm
As much
just
as I
going
hate
to
to say
offline
it,
for a
when he
minute.
was at B6, he didn't play with wingers.
Yeah.
So that might be our opportunity. And yeah, one player would get this be him.
Yeah.
Nick's on the
Craig, I'm sorry, mate, because I was offline for a few minutes there. Which player are we talking about?
Hernandez, Nick.
Ah,
We're
amazing,
just talking
amazing.
About, we're just talking about the squad in general, Nick, and
Yeah.
you know what we need to do in the summer, like ready for the new season. And
Need to do something because this ain't good enough, mate, and I can't stand another season like this.
no, but at the moment we are where we are, and it is what it is. You know. So until we get new owners that can, you know, put more money into the club, we are where we are, aren't we?
Yeah.
You know, and
Do you think those owners will be in place by the time we kick a ball again?
I hope so. I hope so.
But with FFP, like, think about FFP, right, and where we are, you can only spend so much, can't you? You can't, like if a multi-billionaire came in, right, the richest person in the world came in and bought Birmingham City Football Club, it can only spend so much next year.
It's all about the income, Nick. It's you know, whatever we bring in, that's all we can spend, and that's
Okay,
I guess is where the fans have got to
I get
wait
that,
as
Craig,
well. We've
right?
still got a
Right.
wage bill, and it's 6 months
Right.
behind. It's got to catch up. Then
I get it,
then
I
we
get
can
it.
do something.
I get it. So the new owners come in, right, and for me, they buy 14 million Pucker pies, right? And then just give them away. Give them away. So that's income, isn't it?
That's kind of like it's paying themselves, isn't it?
Yeah, I know what you mean, mate. I know. It's just so frustrating, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah, it is at the moment. You know. I mean, what was the one game on the Friday we had on the Good Friday? Was it? It was playing on the Coventry. And the journey from my house to St Andrews was torture. Honestly, it was horrendous. It took me nearly an hour and a half to get from my front door to St Andrews, and it
Where's your
usually
front
takes
door?
about half an hour, 20
Where's
minutes.
your front door?
Solihull.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Honestly,
Solihull. Sorry,
because
not Solihull.
It was because it was bank holiday. Obviously, the traffic was a lot heavier, and it was an absolute.
Yeah, yeah,
you couldn't
yeah.
even get on the car park to park or anything. It was a nightmare. And I'm just sitting here thinking, why am I doing this? You know, I'm not actually enjoying the games. You know, and yeah, it's father and son time for me and my dad, and that's important. But
Very important,
could we
mate.
go and play snooker instead or something? Or,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's felt like a chore again, hasn't it?
Yeah. And I don't like going down the blues feeling like that because I've always loved going. But over these last sort of, 10 years, there's been a few seasons where I have been tested, and I think for me, the time under Cottrell was the biggest test for me. That was where I really didn't want to go.
However, I must say the interview with Steve Cottrell was amazing, right? He didn't get the support that he needed. Maybe things could have been different, but I do agree with you. And what I'm agreeing with now is that it is actually a chore to go to St Andrews. I haven't been for nearly 6 months.
Well, I like what Harry Matthews is saying here. Paul, don't moan about that. I was stuck in Swansea away and didn't get home till half 3 in the morning. Yeah, fair play to you, Harry, for that. So yeah, but no, you know, it's. I just hope there's change for the better. That's all, and I hope we can kick on and. Because it's all there. If somebody was to come in, you don't. I'm not asking for like a sugar daddy with like £10 billion in the bank.
Yeah.
But even if he's got that £10 billion, he can't spend or invest that £10 billion in the club.
He can invest it in the stadium, and he can invest it in, you know, off the field stuff. But on the pitch, you've got to work within your means with profit and.
So it's going to be years. You know, even if a multi-billionaire came in, it's going to be years and years and years and years of minuscule investment, little bit more investment, lots of investment. You know, I'll be dead by then. I just want to see my club being successful.
See, I for one would settle for Mike Ashley taking us over. You know.
Okay, right. I spoke to a Newcastle fan about that. Right, my good friend Alan Roy up in Newcastle, and I said Mike Ashley is snooping around the Blues. He said, "Good luck with that." With lots of laughing faces after it.
Right. Well, he's the reason why they've been in the green by 20 million. And he's also the reason why they're able to spend a lot of money now, because he left them in a good position. I don't know why I think they disliked him so much was because they had these absolute billionaires interested in him, so it was more frustrating about what they couldn't have rather than what they got.
Right.
So for me, I think he'd be perfect. I think he'd come in, take over, and he'd get us stable. He'd run us in a similar way to probably what Sullivan did. You know, and I think eventually, after a few years, we would get back to the Premier League with his ownership.
What do you think? What does the team think about the rumours of Sullivan's? Is it his son?
I can't see it happening, to be honest, Nick. I just think that, you know, it's silly season at the minute, isn't it? Like the Diego Costa nonsense of the week, and the Warburton rumours that suddenly died, and the recent one is the Canada manager, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all nonsense. It's all, you know, trying to fill blanks.
Would you want a manager, right, from Canada, where it's predominantly ice hockey,
He's actually
or Lee Bowyer?
Well, Bowyer or any day.
Without a doubt, mate. Without a doubt, absolutely without a doubt.
I know the Canada guy's English, I believe. I think he's got an English breed, but I mean, it's like I said, it's all nonsense. I think it's all rubbish.
I've got to give credit to the club for putting the price of the season tickets down.
Oh, brilliant!
I think in the cost of living times, obviously, that we're living through at the moment, that's full credit to them for that. So
I've got to scathe them for putting them up last year, mate. To be honest with you.
Yeah, but that's in the past now. Let's move forward.
It may be in the past, Paul, but it was in COVID, right? And our football club hyped the season ticket prices ridiculously.
I don't think mine went up, did it? I think it was the same price.
Oh, you're special. You're special, mate.
Stayed the same.
I think they stayed the same, Nick, to be honest. I don't think they went up. I can't remember the last time they did go up, to be honest, but they put them down now, so...
Yeah.
You know, and in some areas you can save up to 23%, can't you? So credit to them for that.
No, I agree, Paul. I do agree. I do agree.
So let's just get the ground fully reopened, hopefully sort of September time. Hopefully, you know, I think that's the plan, hopefully, and we can hopefully then we'll have, you know, new owners.
Do you know what, right? Look, I live in between Derby and Stoke, as you all know, right? And Derby obviously got relegated. And I speak to a lot of people here about football with an open heart and an open mind, yeah? Which is, I think is really important when you do that.
Yeah.
And for Derby, they took the gamble, they lost the gamble, we took the gamble, we lost the gamble. And how sad is it to see a football club like Derby County being relegated to Division 1?
There's a difference between us and them, though, Nick, and that was we held our hands up and we said we failed.
Yeah, they tried to hide it.
Derby tried to hide it, and I don't.
Right,
I
yeah,
agree.
I know.
It's not nice to see a club like Derby going down, and hopefully they'll be able to do a rebuild similar to that of. And I must say, congratulations to Sunderland,
and also congratulations
back
to Manchester
in the
City,
Championship, where the size of their club they deserve to be.
Manchester City also, we've got to congratulate them
we
as well.
didn't do a Derby, and we've learned, and now we're having to pay for what happened. Derby have still got that to come.
Yeah.
Nick's just saying congratulations to Manchester City. Yeah.
Now, Manchester City, let's talk about that game, right? Only for 1 minute, because I'm not interested. I wanted a 1-1 draw, and I wanted Liverpool to beat the Dingles. Didn't happen, and Craig Courtney, I believe you've won a considerable amount of money on the Manchester City game. Can you enlighten us, please?
Oh, Nick, when you're down, I'll buy you a puck of pie, mate.
You'll buy me a pint.
Yeah, just a puck of pie. I mean, you don't know how much I won.
A pint. You skinflint.
You're missing out on the cakes already, Nick.
I know. I can't believe for 12 years I've done the Tilton Talk Show, right? And I can't believe I've had wasabi peas, I've had a piece of toast, and I've had a chocolate brownie, right? That's it. In 12 years. And I had to ask Chris for the piece of toast because I was starving, right? And now the night that I can't get there, you've got cakes and everything.
Yeah.
It's not a bake-off here.
You're all. I'm sorry, mate. You're all
I mean,
just
Nick,
horrible.
would you like us to describe exactly how thick and scrumptious the Victoria Sponge looks, or would that be
I'm
too
looking
much?
on the internet. I know that people can't see me.
I'll show you.
Don't bother!
Look at
All the
that.
cats disappeared.
I thought it's something out of the cuckoo's nest.
These aren't all mine.
They are. Stuart says, go around the studio and yes or no, will we have new owners for the start of the season?
No idea.
Yes,
I think it's the opinion, isn't it?
I think yes. I've got a feeling we will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we'll have investors rather than new owners. I can't see the ownership change happening until the stock market situation is resolved, but I do believe we'll get investment.
Yeah. I think
Where from though, Craig?
But I think those investors will want to be involved with the club as well. I think the day-to-day running of the club may fall under them if they get their way, and that will be the difference.
Do you know what it needs? Right, it needs the whole Tilton Talk team to go in and run the club because we care. We care more than anybody. No, we don't. We care as much as all our listeners and supporters and fans care around the world. Right, we care, and you need that passion. You need to have it on the board. You need to just not think about how much money we're going to make. Right, you need to think, how successful are we going to be? How can we treat our supporters? How can we bring our supporters on board? You know, all these dynamics that is not taken into consideration at the moment should be.
It's all there though, isn't it? All the foundations are there for us to rise again.
Well, I mean, like I say, to go back to the playoffs. Look at Forest.
Yeah, I know.
My brother Lee is a Forest fan. He's looking forward to going to Wembley now on Sunday.
Yeah.
But not too long ago, they were in League One.
Yeah.
They were languishing and
Yeah.
they've had to come up again.
Yeah.
Coventry.
Yeah.
You know.
Who they're playing Huddersfield. They were in League One recently as well.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, and they've been in the Premier League recently as well.
Luton as well. I mean,
Yeah.
They've done amazing. I know they didn't make it to Wembley, but that's got to be some sort of yardstick, hasn't it?
Yeah.
When you look at their squad, 1.5 million, that's all they spent building that squad.
What Forest did was get the manager right, didn't they? He just came in and hit the ground running and never looked back. Unbelievable run.
And I'm not being funny. I'm not being funny, but you think violence is the ugly face of football.
Going about Cooper.
No, it's been a long time now, and it since we was in the top six. I mean, it's 10 years. 10 years ago, we were in the playoffs. You know.
I watched Paul and the team, right? The Trevor Francis header, what won Nottingham Forest that European Cup. I was really glad that Trevor scored that goal, right? Because Trevor's Trevor. Hasn't come on the show because he wanted money.
Now you never will.
You know what?
That's ruined the negotiations.
Well, you need to tell me what negotiations are going on, kid.
I just need to make a quick announcement regarding Barrington. Okay, so BHST will still be going on next.
Oh, bless you! A nice one. Well done, Matty P and the team there.
Matty and
And obviously with the passing of Baz.
What a wonderful send off for him, though.
Yeah, right. And I've heard all sorts. I've heard all sides of the story. Or he was a thug. They say, yeah, he was, but he changed his life. Leave him alone. He changed his life around and became a very nice, good person who took that young lad under his wing, right, when he was gobbing and mouthing off, and saying, you've got two choices, son. You either come and see me or I'll come and see you. Right? He changed his life around and became a good for the people and citizens of Birmingham. Let's just take that in. You know what? Anybody here made a mistake ever? Anybody?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody?
Not me.
I did once.
This is one time.
I'm not being funny. Chris is that posh in Solihull. He gets out of the bath to have a wee in the sink.
I was looking back actually at the Watford the Watford playoff semi-final in 1999. After we had Tommy Mooney on, I had a little look and the atmosphere before the build up to that game.
Boiling like a summer's night as well.
Yeah, but what was blaring out of the tannoy at the time was Tom Ross and Ian Danter's version of Keep Right On and Singing the Blues. And would we? Yeah, question to our viewers: would we love to see that come back pre-match? Just blast it. I mean, they need to sort the tannoys out, the speakers, but hopefully we get the PA system sorted out in the summer because I've heard Ian talk about that. Hopefully we'll sort that out. Yeah. And once it's sorted, would we like to see that come back? Because it did get the crowd going, didn't it?
It is actually really, really, really embarrassing.
Yeah,
that PA system, right? And as everybody knows here, I've DJed in clubs and pubs and bars and open fields everywhere and anywhere. If you cannot produce quality, don't produce anything.
I just think it's old that what we've got is old and tired, isn't it? Like most things, and obviously Ian will get round to it. He's doing a great job, I think, so far. Sorting things out off the field and all the stuff he's done so far, and obviously the season ticket prices are a lot probably down to him as well. He's doing
a good job, and I think people are thinking he's got an instant magic wand, and he can solve everything.
No,
he's new to the role. It's going to take a while, but so far so good.
We can only work with the tools that he's got as well.
Yeah,
Ian was going to join us tonight. Obviously, he's not with us, but it's probably for the right reasons. The last thing the club would want to do, and definitely him in the current environment, he's not be able to answer the questions that everybody's got. Ian has said that if we can arrange a special show, he will join us and he will go through things. And actually, I firmly believe that. But it's right that he isn't here tonight. However, the other thing is, from a social media perspective, the things and the total and utter abuse that he gets from a minority, I will say, of our fan base is wrong. He is trying to do a job. He's employed. He can only say what's feasible to say. He can only give out information when it's right to do so. We can't expect him to answer every question every 5 minutes. And so, he is doing, for me, the job and trying to do what's been missing for the past 4 years. He's gradually building things up.
Chris, you're a businessman. You're a businessman.
He's got to be beyond that. But
yeah, I agree, mate. Chris, you're a businessman, right? Would you go public on aspects of your business that could possibly damage her?
That could possibly damage me and...
Or damage your business?
Probably not.
No, of course you wouldn't. And that's why Ian can't say what he probably actually wants to say, right? You don't dislike the guy. I think he's all right. Nice chap. Got blues at heart, one thing and another. I just think we're going to go through a very difficult period for the next 12 months. I do. I really do.
And above all else, he's a blues fan.
Yeah,
I know.
Blues fan,
He knows what makes us tick.
He's a staunch blues fan, Ray says, I was a listener for Baz's first appearance on the show with Hoppy. Do you remember that day, Nick?
Well, you know what, Chris? We've got a table, some plastic microphones, and I was sat opposite Baz. Now, Baz is a big bloke, and I'm just a wimp. A mere wimp of society, who doesn't have much strength. And I asked him some very searching questions, and he answered me, right? But we show up, it's on YouTube or wherever, right? And I was cacking myself. But you know what? He was a gentle giant. He was a gentle giant. And TJ is so lovely. Yeah, and I'm so glad that they're going to keep going and do, the homeless people of Birmingham a justice that they deserve. Nobody deserves to be homeless. Nobody. This is 2022. We are taking in refugees from Ukraine. We are having to endure all those coming over the English Channel. Would you take a refugee family in? Anybody take a refugee family in?
Yeah.
I would, yeah. I promise you I would. Big house. It's a big house. You've got room. Oh, crack on. Get on with it. I'm glad you're out of all the trouble. Glad you're out of harm's way. Huh?
We're to and fro in here. Going back to the walkout song, the Tampra is old and needs something more exciting.
I still like it though, and I used to love it when I was working in the clubs. Right, put the Tampa on, and then Mr. Blue Sky straight after. Watching the Villa fans dance to that was a dream. It was beautiful.
I agree though. I think it has. I think
did it again.
It's another tenner for me.
I think it has run its course, to be honest. I think it is time for a change with that. But it's just knowing what to change it to, isn't it? And
Yeah, it is.
you know,
Yeah.
that's the only thing.
There's
You
a
want something-
competition for the club. You know, ask the fans what they want to hear.
Yeah. You want something upbeat, don't you? Something a bit lively to get the crowd going.
Yeah.
You're a superstar.
Thanks.
Reach for the sky.
I think someone said earlier, Yaz, the only way is up. That's probably about right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or down, deeper and down.
Yeah.
We need a major celebration image, etc., on the screen when we score, says Steve Portman.
We need a what, sorry?
A major celebration image, etc.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's going to look towards the screen, are they? Once we're all celebrating, jumping up and down.
No. The last thing I'm interested in is the screen. I'll be honest with you. If we score.
They've stopped replaying goals, though, haven't they, on the screen?
Yeah. Well, we haven't had any.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But they've stopped doing that, haven't they?
One thing I wouldn't want, though, is goal music. Can't stand
Can't
that.
stand it.
No.
Can't stand
Right,
that.
okay. I know I put this on the internet the other night, but like I was watching, was it the Huddersfield game the other night? And a numpty with a, I nearly swore, I nearly did a Barry Fry with a drum.
With a drum.
Drums should not be allowed in football stadiums ever. Right, if I was anywhere near that guy, I'll tell you what, he would have worn it round his neck. I can't stand the damn things.
No,
It's all right if you're nowhere near them.
We have a symbol instead, Nick.
Oh my god.
Triangle.
I remember that bloke years ago. There was a bloke at the back of the Tilton we won, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Do you remember him?
Yeah.
It was a what, sorry?
There was a bloke at the back of the Tilton with a drum years ago.
You weren't there long though, was it?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that, Paul.
I remember him. Yeah, it must have been a season.
Was it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, I remember him.
I was world famous in Birmingham for my air horn throughout the 80s and the 90s, right? My air horn was with me, sun on my shoulders, Blues get a corner.
That's probably just your wind.
And everybody
And there's you moaning about someone making a racket next to you. How do you think that person's felt sitting next to you doing that?
you all hate me, don't you? But like that was right for the time. I mean, the band air horns, which was I don't know, it's an horrible thing to do, right? Because like, what are you going to do with an air horn apart from blow somebody's head off or take their earring out?
Anything is better than the Thunderbirds B6Us, says Keith Harben.
Is Mr. Watton going to join us tonight, Chris, or not?
He won't be able to join us purely
Yeah.
because
You're
I've
on.
only got one phone. You're on the phone line, so I do apologise.
Do you want to do shifts? 50-50.
But if Nick would have read the memo that we've been putting out for the last, how many months? 2 months?
And the one saying cakes, Nick, you could have come for cakes as well. And thank you to Mike Woods, actually, for the
Yeah, nice one,
cakes.
Mike.
Yeah, nice
Thank you
one,
very
Mike.
much.
So if Nick would have looked at the memos, just maybe once, then poor Alan would have been on the show.
Here's a question. What's been everyone's, and this goes to our viewers, what's been everyone's favourite show of this series?
Yeah, the favourite show.
For me, I think the Lee Bowyer one, where we asked him that question.
Carling
you
Cup
know,
one.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Carling Cup special.
yeah.
Was that this series?
No, that was us.
But-
This
That was the start of, just before this series.
But that was a good one. That was a good one.
This season for me has got to be Barry Fry.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Absolutely
Yeah, it's gotta be.
awesome.
Yeah.
You know what?
Oh,
11, nearly 12 years, and I think we've had 3 swear words in 11 or 12 years. That night we had 16.
Yeah.
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 A great guy, though. What a character.
I thought Wade Elliott was good when he came on.
Yeah.
I think they're all good though. Tommy was good as well.
They're all
Tommy
different.
Mooney.
Can't think. That was a rubbish show.
No, we've never had a no.
Every
Do you know what I'm really glad of, right? Of all the years that we've
Chris
done this
Davis
and
is good as
all the
well.
guests that we've ever had here in, right, whether that's been on Zoom or in the studio, is that none of these people have ever come across that they're better than anybody else. Not one. ever
I've-
has come in like pretentious or, you know.
I've just thought
And-
what my favourite one was. It's Noel Blake.
Oh, yes.
That was.
Dealey had a
that
bowler was a good
some
one.
show.
Dealey was good. No, I've got to say Ricky Otto was.
Ricky Otto. With that plant
Fantastic.
behind him.
He spoke well.
Yeah.
With that plant behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love the way. I just
That was
love.
just classic.
I just love the way he told us the story of his debut, scoring in both ends, and then getting back to the hotel after, and that was just fantastic. The way he described that was just superb, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shows over,
Right,
shows
Chris,
over the years, what we
Chris,
said.
you and I have done this now for the duration, yeah? Literally the duration. So
I wasn't
over all of those years, what was the best show for you?
over all those years.
Yeah.
The Robbie Savage sticks out to me.
Yeah.
I'm going to
I
go
didn't think
for.
he'd ever come on.
No.
Go on, sorry.
Robbie Savage, because I didn't think he'd ever come on.
He was so honest and so true and so respectful. And Birmingham City fans were going to rip him a new Bidar, right? And when he came on and apologised for what he did, he earned the respect back immediately. For me, Chris, it's still got to be meeting Joe Gallagher.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Meeting Joe Gallagher. My dad held my hand up the Coventry Road in 1973 and said, like, keep your eye on that number 5, Big Joe, Big Joe, Big Joe. I can never get those words out of my head, not ever. Because A, he was my dad. B, it was Joe Gallagher. C, it's now Birmingham City, which I'd just fallen in love with. And D, because I've got to meet him and touch his foot.
Violet says, we must not forget the Blues ladies we've had on too. So
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
Do you know what? The Blues ladies was the goalkeeper,
yes,
and
yes.
she'd had cancer and managed to get back and play. What an absolute star she was.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I had Louise Quinn the other week.
Louise Quinn as well, with Darren Carter. I think in the studio for me, I like the one with Horse and Martin O'Connor.
Yeah, it was a good
And,
show.
and also Tom Ross and Robbo as well when they came in. That was a good
And
one as
another
well.
good one, Paul. Another good one. Right, here you go. Curtis's dad, who wrote those
Yeah,
words.
that was a good one
We
as well.
are the lads from the Tilton. And sadly, he's passed away. God bless him. And that one for me was like, and when he gave us a script, and it was like in proper old like, oh, I'm typing like I'm typing, but you can't see me. In old typewriter, and he signed the bottom of it, and it's still in the studio now. You can look at it; it's on the wall. Those are the words that man sang, and what an absolute beautiful thing to do. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Michael Woods, who's delivered these beautiful cakes, which I'm going to eat now, he says he loved Ricky saying about smoking the weed before the game.
Yeah.
Good, that was good, wasn't it?
That was just off the scale, Chris.
We wasn't expecting that, was we? Lee Clark was the best.
Lee Clark was a good one.
Lee Clark was really.
Like you say, they all bring something different, don't they? Every time we have a
very much
special,
so, yeah.
every time we've had a special guest on, it's always been different, but always enjoyable as well, isn't it? It's good.
But you know, the
also had an
special
old lady
guests are on
shaking her
this
hair,
show,
haven't
Paul.
we? I mean, that was the other
Go on,
one
Nick.
that was good for a show.
The special guests on this show are the people that listen, the people that watch around the world, the people that will pick this up tomorrow, the day after, blah 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 blah. And like I've said earlier, but I had a beef fan in today. I've been fined 20 quid already. Christ, it's going to cost me a fortune. This is. And you know what? He was a lovely man. We had banter, right? I sang him a few songs, as you do. we talked about Enkelman. I told him that we have Enkelman Day every year. Enkelman Day. He was like, he thought it was hilarious. And then I showed him the video of the Villa coffin. Yeah. And he said, "Oh my God, that's off the scale. That is brutal." He said, "It's absolutely brutal, but brilliant." You know what? And when we sold that coffin and made money for Birmingham Children's Hospital, what a better thing could we have ever done, ever, for anybody? Right? We went out, right? The Roar went up at St Andrews when Man United beat them. They got relegated. They're only in the Premier League now through cheating. Sorry, that's it. That's absolutely it. And to do that at Huddersfield, I was looking today, I was Googling it. It was in the Daily Mail, it was in the Sun, it was in the Mirror, it was in Fox News in America. It was all over the world. And that was through creating a simple, stupid coffin painted claret and blue. And then we had that little ceremony, Chris. Do you remember it? When the chap turned up his van. And we put it in, saluted as the door shut.
I love the moment when Nick said about Paul Tate being a shirt lifter. To a few moments of silence.
Oh, bless. Oh, crikey. You know what? Right, I'm going to state.
You forget.
Here.
You actually forget how many guests we've had, don't you? We've had that many. It's been loads.
Oh, God, yeah. I mean, the list is eternal.
So Paul Caddis was good. Chris Burke was good. Marlon King as well.
Frank Woodruff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank
That's a
Woodruff.
good one.
Benno.
Yeah, Radhi Joyida.
The Marcelo
Benno.
one.
Marcelo in the car.
In the car park.
In his car.
Waiting for his
Wasn't
dinner,
that
yeah.
so funny?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's like a scene out of a film, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And do you know what, Paul? We even had our beautiful scarf lady on.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And what a legend that woman was. What
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
Well, still is, but like, what a legend. An absolute beautiful, beautiful woman who had got blues running through her body. I think we need to get Jeremy on sometime, Chris.
My blues.
I've actually been to his house today. It wasn't in, so.
Did everyone agree with who got player of the season and who got goal of the season?
I
the
think
awards?
So, yeah, I think
Goalie, yeah.
Troy's goal
at
was a great
Millwall.
goal. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a goal. Yeah.
I never look the same at goals in games we lose, you see. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like...
Tainted slightly. Yeah.
But we ain't got much choice, Paul.
What
Right,
about Gary,
does
Gary
anybody-
Gardner at Luton when we won 5-0?
Yeah.
He was player's player, weren't he?
I'm glad he got recognised.
Yeah,
A lot of people have slated him, but I thought he's had his best.
Doesn't
season.
take anything away from the goal. It's a brilliant goal from Troy at Millwall.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, I just don't... Do you know what I mean? In a game that we lose,
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, it just don't feel the same, does it?
No.
Does anybody else think? Does anybody think?
No, not really.
No. That's the truth, kid, I promise you. Does anybody think that Troy should stop all the other things that he's doing and concentrate on his football?
Not at the moment. Obviously, the season's over now. He's
yeah,
doing...
I know, but like...
Most of the other stuff he does is good. And I think he'll be the first to say he just needs a pre-season under his belt, doesn't he? So like Tommy Mooney said when he came on.
Yeah.
Let's just be patient with him and see what happens. That's what I'd say.
Okay, right, yeah, I'm going with you.
Let's see how that goes. See what happens.
Paul, I don't mind being wrong.
No, well, neither do I. But
It's the first time I've ever been wrong, but I don't mind being
we need to worry about the players that are going to be on the pitch with him at the minute. Because we ain't got none, have we, really? So we could just about put 11 out as it stands.
Keith wants to know if we had any Birmingham women on the show. Yep, we've
Yeah.
we've had
Yeah, you've had a few.
Sorry, Chris, I missed that.
Keith wants to know, have we had any Birmingham women on the show? We have had quite
Yeah, quite a few.
The gaffer as well.
Was it Keris Harrop?
Yeah.
Keris.
Did we have Keris?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had
we
Kerry
had,
Harrop on and
Efi.
Efi
Mannion,
Mannion.
Yeah.
And the two of them.
The goalkeeper, I can't remember her name, bless her.
Yeah, the gaffer came in as well.
We've had the Blues manager, ladies manager on.
Yeah.
Was that, and Catherine Berger was the goalkeeper.
And Catherine Berger, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a wonderful show that was, Chris. You know, a woman who had suffered cancer and beaten it and got back on a football field. And she saved Mr. Fun's penalty. Well, he skied it, but like, she saved it. I'll give her that.
Steve Portman's asking if anyone's going on Friday night to the Granger Q&A with Tom Ross.
You know what? I'm going to Malta on Thursday, and I'm gutted.
And I'm going to Tenerife on Friday.
Actually, who just said they're going to Malta?
Oh, me.
Missing Road.
Mark.
Yeah. On Thursday.
I'm Thursday. Well, come back on Friday. What's your problem? Get a grip.
He's washed his robe, especially to take, Nick.
Yeah.
That's a point, Chris. Where's your suntan?
These people.
Yes, Paul.
Do you want me to show where the thong was?
It's lighting.
Oh dear. So yeah,
Mind you, I've got a question for you. If you could go back in time or any period, what one guest would you have? If you could choose any guest from Blues history.
what that's never been on.
Yeah, anyone from Blues history. Someone said, right, one guest.
Right, here you go for me, Mark, right? Alex Govan.
Alex Govan. Yeah.
For me, oh god, that's a tough one, isn't it?
Me, I'd...
It is, yeah.
What about you, Chris?
I'm
Are you
sorry.
busy eating?
I really want Laz on.
Can I just
Stand
say
that
this?
up.
That's a great shout. Yeah, that'd
Yeah.
probably be mine as well. I was just thinking about
I'd have Stephen Carr.
it. Might be a good
So
one.
nice.
Yeah.
Who, sorry, Mark?
Stephen Carr.
Right, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And Stan Lazaridis for me.
Stan Lazaridis, yeah, great player.
Craig?
I'd like to say Steve
Look
Bruce.
at Brownie filling his mush. Crying out loud.
Steve Bruce would be good.
Make all the noises.
Yeah, you know what? That's a great shout. That is a great shout.
Steve Bruce.
Steve Bruce, yeah.
Alex McLeish.
Right,
Oh,
okay,
good
let's
one,
talk about Alex McLeish now. Right.
Gary.
Yes, he won the Carling Cup for us, and it was one of the greatest days of our lives, not my life, but our lives, without a doubt, without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know why my hands are pointing at the screen because you can't see me. But when he came back, after he'd crossed the A38, which is like a no, and when he came back for that Nottingham Forest game, I have never seen a man get 90 minutes more abuse than what he did on that day. Right? We were absolutely brutal. Looking back, yeah, I was part of it. And looking back, did he deserve it? Probably, you know what? No. He took me to the greatest moment of my life. Thoughts, comments, and opinions.
Here's my thoughts. This lemon drizzle. Oh my life.
Oh,
Nice.
Is it nice?
It's can I say moist?
I'm getting an Uber.
Can I say moist, Linda?
Moist Linda. Oh dear.
I mean,
That's a new nickname.
Calvin, I think it was. Sorry, that's gone off the screen now. Someone.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry, Calvin Hembra's just say left field, but Nico Vasson, one of my favourite all-time goalkeepers. We've actually had him on, Calvin. He's been on.
Oh,
yeah.
Good
yeah,
one.
Nico. Yeah,
Nico came on a few months ago, I want to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis Davis, that was a good one.
Curtis was.
Yeah, I
Curtis, yeah, he's a
Jerry
good
Gill
one.
for me as well.
That's a great
I
one.
like Jerry
They're all
Gill.
good.
do you know what?
Yeah.
What a great guy to talk to, Curtis Davis.
Brilliant.
I'll tell you another great guest to have on as well would be Forsell.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If you're listening.
That'd be a great
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'd love to talk to him, yeah.
For some strange reason, Lindsay wants to have Lee Camp. I don't know why she would.
In the
possibly
middle
want
of
Lee
a
Camp on
goal.
the show.
In the middle of it.
Wasn't he on the bench yesterday?
I was going to say,
he
he was at Wembley yesterday, wasn't he?
Yeah,
I honestly think that Lindsay owned that cardboard cutout of Lee Camp in Mainsand. That was just
Marlon King
brilliant,
as well.
wasn't it?
Richard Clark just
Marlon.
said. Yeah.
Yeah, he was a good guest.
I think De Gary would be a guess. would
Yeah,
be in a heart.
yeah.
Jermaine Pennant would be a good
I
one.
presume he speaks English, does he, Christophe Dugarry?
Oui. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, le petit enfant?
Yeah.
I've no idea what that means.
I'll tell you who else would be good to get on if he speaks English. Obafemi Martins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If he a last minute booking.
Yeah.
You know what he'd do? He'd come into the studio and do 3 backflips.
And eat a piece of cake on the way out.
Another one as well, John Gale.
Oh, yeah.
John Gale.
Gale.
Never had him on, have we?
Right, John
I
Gale
don't know why,
is
John
an
Gale.
incredibly shy person.
Politely
right?
declined.
And he really doesn't like anything like this at all. But John Gale, right, I was talking to this person today at work, and he actually went to that game and supported Blues, the game, right? And he said, I have never seen a goal scored at Wembley like it, not ever. And I said to him, if Ronaldo had scored that goal, it would have been on the introduction to every football game ever.
Yeah.
I'm completely with Wayne Linden here. So McLeish got us promoted, top 9 finish in Premier League and Cup winners. I know he took us down, but he was our most successful manager.
What?
He was our most successful manager.
No, I really do get that, Paul, right? But he crossed the line, didn't he? And he went over.
Oh,
and
so many people have crossed the line.
He's not.
But
Yeah, the first one.
time's gone past now. Time's gone by. So, Mr. Fixer, if you can work on Alex McLeish, please do.
I think Tom's got his details.
Oh, does that mean we're going to carry on next year then, Chris?
No, not for me. For the people who carry on with something.
I'll just keep eating your cake, you faggot.
So who's going head to head in squad game then?
Not me.
Oh, go on then.
Go on, Adam. I think Adam has it.
Yeah, Adam versus Mark.
Go on.
So you want to do the time on your phone, Craig?
I'll time it.
Okay, then. So,
Should we give him 20 seconds this time? Because it's the last one.
I feel
No,
sick
go on,
again.
30. Do the 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Is that what I normally do? I thought it was 15. 30 seconds. 30 30 seconds then. So,
Is it a year I was actually born?
who wants to go? You got a coin there, Chris?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to pay us?
Actually, I've changed the question for name the 1875 squad that first played ever.
Adam, heads or tails?
Let's go tails. Oh, what?
It's heads.
Okay, Mark's first.
Go on then.
Mark, do you want to go first, or you're going first or second?
Oh, yeah, it's your choice.
No pressure.
I'll go first. Go on.
You go first. So in 30 seconds, Mark.
I want me mum.
Under pressure.
In 30 seconds, Mark, how many Trevor Francis signings can you name?
Trevor Francis, sorry.
Yeah.
From when he was our manager.
Oh, you have done your research, haven't you?
And after 3,
Time's up.
2, 1.
Andy Legg, Barry Orne, Steve Bruce, Gary Ablett, Paul Furlong, Chris Holland, Peter Unlove, Kevin Poole, Simon Charlton, Simon Marsh, Mike Newell, Furlong, Ablett, Horn.
5 left.
Steve Robinson came through Academy, didn't he? Lee Bradbury.
And that's time up.
10.
Was that 12? Was it 12?
Well,
Yeah,
I didn't.
Nick got 12.
Andy Legg was Barry Fry.
Oh, right.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah,
Here we
yeah.
go.
Oh!
Okay. 10. That's a good
And
score.
Simon Marsh. I thought we got him from Luton. Did we get him from
Oxford.
Luton? Oxford.
Pretty
Yeah.
good score. Okay.
Yeah, I
That's,
remember him blonde hair. Yeah,
Blonde. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I concede now?
You got 11 there, Chris. Give him 11. 11.
We'll go 11.
Yeah, 11.
11.
Okay.
I'm going to be nowhere near that, put it that way.
You don't know yet. You haven't been asked yet. So, Adam, in 30 seconds, how many Harry Redknapp signings can you name?
And go.
Martins.
Martins.
Not mine, sorry. Fucking hell, I don't know.
Fine, straight off.
Just really.
I'll help you out here, Adam. Alex Song.
Yeah, he wasn't, was he?
You're doing well.
Yeah,
You're doing well.
well.
Probably the first one to bum out on 0 here. The first duck.
Think captain. Nobody likes him.
It's all over.
I've just gone blank.
Just went blank.
Completely blank.
Well done, Mark. I think you won that one.
Right, stop,
close.
stop. I'd have gone Harley Dean.
Yeah.
I'd have gone Christian Pedersen.
No. That's Gary Monk.
Right, okay. That's me over and done with then. Finished. I'm finished.
Could have gone.
Brentford guys.
So you could have gone. Yeah, Colin, Potter, Roberts, Stockdale, Dean. Who else did he sign? He had all the lads in on loan as well, didn't
Potter.
he? Cohen Bramall, Czech Endoy, Sam Gallagher,
Frey.
Jeremy Boga,
Frey. Did you see that Frey?
Frayne, John Frayne.
Frey. Kareem Frey.
No, that was Zola.
That was
Zola.
Years ago.
Yeah.
So who won?
yeah.
I don't know. Bagels.
I think we know who won that one.
Yeah.
There you go. That was
Putting
squad.
myself in no glory whatsoever.
That's got to put you on the bottom.
So Mark Andrew Adams, aka Mr. Robe, without his robe on and a check shirt and headphones, has won the final 30 seconds. The final 30 seconds. There you go. Well done, Mark.
So
Isn't it?
who was the best out of all our guests doing that? Wasn't it the guy from Blues Trust?
It was for
Man, he
He was a machine.
Stupid.
He got like 18.
How did he do that?
Here's a question. Who has picked the best ever, 1 to 11?
God, I'd have to go back through that.
That's great.
You'd have to go back through them, wouldn't you, and have a look. But some of them
can't think of
teams,
a bad- I can't think of
some
a
of them
bad
teams have been like frighteningly good, haven't they?
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
the last-
Mine,
the
I think,
last few-
is well, anybody that's got Gary in that team and that squad, man, was like, he was off the
Tommy
scale.
Muniz was decent the other week.
Yeah, anybody who played with Gary would pick him, wouldn't they? Obviously.
I think most selections
I mean,
probably might have
Tommy Mooney even said he only shared the training field with him, didn't he?
Yeah.
But it's
also,
still,
there were certain players that were cropped up in nearly everybody's teams
Yeah,
as well, weren't they?
Martin
Skip's got to be the maximum
Skip,
appearances, hasn't he?
Gotta be.
Yeah.
And you'd have him in your team.
Granger obviously is coming a lot as well, isn't he?
Yeah. Mark
Yeah.
Ward as well.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it, when they do that, when we get them to pick their strongest 11 they played with. You know, certainly those players that have been here as well, that were here for a while. You know, so
Lindsay's saying that unfortunately it's gone to a VAR check to see whether it was Mark or Adam that won.
Oh my God, Lindsay, that is so funny.
I was contacted earlier by Linda Magna, who wanted to talk about ladies' team as to whether they get enough publicity.
No, they don't. And you know what, Chris, we don't do enough either, right? And we should do more. We should, right? As we're Birmingham City, right? And whether it's ladies playing, blokes playing, the linesman, the groundsman, no matter what, we should be behind every single body. And we certainly don't do enough on this show for our ladies too. We don't.
No. I always look out for the results, but I just don't, it takes up enough of my time following the men,
Who's the guy that does the blog?
Yeah, I was going to say massive thank you to Stephen Gill.
Some
fantastic blogs across this season, and it's very
he's been
very
brilliant.
true about the ladies.
Yeah, open, honest.
Yeah,
Like,
sometimes too. Yeah,
when it needs to be said, he said it. Maybe, Chris, we can. Are we carrying on next year or not?
Keeps asking.
Okay, I'll put this to bed now, right? So I'm going to have a few weeks to think about it. I'm not sure where we can go. I think we've done everything we possibly can do. I'm not sure how we can improve. I think. Do
we need to improve? We just all we do, Chris, is we bring Birmingham City fans across the globe together.
I don't want it to turn out to be a chore. I don't.
Orgo style.
I want Orgo style. I want.
Mate,
I still
I'll
want
tell
to
you what.
enjoy it. You know what I mean?
In 7 weeks' time, mate, you're going to be my best man. This has never been a chore. Never. Not ever. This has been a blessing to my life. I promise you.
All I'll say is, if he sees the last show, it's been a pleasure being part of it. The last 3 or 4 years.
We've had some times, and I mean, at its conception, there wasn't anything like it.
No.
There wasn't anything like it with any club.
We were the first. We were the first with plastic microphones. A cat that used to attack me every time I came into your house and make me bleed. Right, and thankfully it's dead.
When you watch that Robbie Savage show back, it was only me, you, and Nick talking to him.
Yeah.
Now we've got loads more of us on, haven't we?
Oh yeah, the team is it's a fantastic team. You know what I mean? Right down to.
Sorry, mate. Right, okay. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to state this now. This has been the best 11, nearly 12 years of my life, doing this on a Monday night. And you know what, Chris, and I know that you, Mark, and I know that you, Craig, and I know that you, Adam, and you, Paul, and chairman of the board, Alan, and we have never been paid a penny to do this. If I drive from my house to Chris's house, which is an hour and 20 minutes, and petrol's expensive, I have never ever asked for a penny. I did have to lend a tenner off Chris once because I've got no petrol and I forgot my money. He did get it back. Please confirm that, Chris.
Not quiet.
Say nothing. But regarding money and so forth and that, it has cost a lot of money over the years. I did tot it up.
Chris, it's cost thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds
with equipment and websites and this
petrol,
and
time.
That. I think I put in close to 18 grand.
Wow.
So I'm never going to get that back. So it's never been about money.
No.
And it hasn't. And that's why I was really hacked off with that guy on Twitter the other night. When because microphone was off a little bit earlier. And I said that's not the announcement we deserved when it came on for the academy going to level 2.
Oh, yeah.
We deserve better, right? And then I got scathed, and this guy says, I'm surprised you two loads, blah, 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 blah. Like, look it up, right? And I came back and said, mate, I get no privileges at Birmingham City Football Club, and I don't want any privileges at Birmingham City. I don't want to go and sit here or sit there or do this or do that or meet him or meet her. It's not about that. It's about the people that are out there listening to this, and the world will turn around and lots more people will listen to this tomorrow. And it has always been about you, not you, Paul,
No.
Not you, Paul. Not you, Adam. Not you, Craig. Not you, Mark. And not you, Chris. And certainly not me. And not Alan. Or anybody else that's ever worked with us. It has always been about what can we do for other people.
I'll tell you one thing we've never done that would be good if we could.
Go on.
And that'd be a live Q&A with fans.
I've always wanted to do it, and we've been really close to doing it. So you know, I feel like if we do come back, maybe that's something we
Season
sort
of
out in the
roadshow.
future.
Not every Monday night. Like we probably run out. The crowd will probably go down, but
Chris, can I ask you? Right, Chris. You know what, mate. You are absolutely one of the best friends I've ever had in my life, without a question of a doubt. What is making you think of stopping doing this when it's so good and it's so community and charities and helping and?
I just think it's run its course, Nick. Sometimes, you know, I might just think completely different in a few weeks' time, but you know. I've got a lot of things going on.
We all have, mate. We all have. We've all got a lot of things going on.
But you know,
you know what? We've actually, I promise you, we've done more in the last 10, 11, 12 years on this show than Birmingham Blues TV have done, or Birmingham City have done. And you know what? We've paid for funerals. We've sorted people's gardens out. This can't stop, mate.
I'm just looking at the list of guests on the wall up there, and it's quite staggering, really. It's a hell of an achievement.
massive. That's only
in 12 years, the amount of people you've had on air.
Yeah.
You've got to drive on. You've got to say, you know what? I'm not going to pander to the bullies. I'm not going to pander to the idiots, right? And you've got to say, look at the team around you, Chris. Like, look at these people. They're beautiful, wonderful, and Paul, wonderful people. People I respect, people that I admire, and people that I regard as my family. Yeah.
Well, that's probably swayed it from Nigel Mann. He says, "You get me a new bucket."
Hey! Make sure it's then got hold of it, Nigel. Oh, we're about 9 minutes away from the last 15 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. And this will be the last 15 minutes of 2021-2022 season. So we want some Boston good answers for you. And I ain't going to tell you for another 9 minutes exactly what the subject's going to be tonight.
Let's say we get taken over by better owners. We've got, 25 million to spend on the squad. Out of the squad we've got now, and let's say we want to put on a playoff charge next season or a promotion push. Out of the squad we got now, who do you think would be good enough to be involved? Yeah.
There's not many, to be fair, Paul. I mean,
who's left?
Who's left? Well, you've got
maybe Colin.
Colin at right back.
Macuna's
a good shout, yeah. Do you think Sunich could be coached? Could be better. Could get better.
I don't think he could. I think he's peaked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he'll go back abroad. I really do.
Gary Gardner for me has had a truly fantastic season, and he's improving all the time. He could still.
He's got a lot to offer.
Graham.
Yeah. I'll tell you, who impressed me when he came on against Blackburn. That Hall.
Yes.
He was fantastic, wasn't he, when he came on?
He was.
I think you want to seen him before now.
Yeah. The youth coming forward, promising. I think.
Yeah, he got Joe Bellingham as well. Hopefully, he gets more game time next season and improves us.
Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Nico Gordon. He's got
the young lad.
He's got the potential to do that. Yeah.
Young player.
So over the last 5 or 10 years, we have had an amazing academy. Right? What the hell has gone wrong?
We've obviously had the inspection, haven't we? And we haven't passed to be Category 1.
And weren't we only preliminary anyway?
We was only there for a 12-month trial.
Yeah.
I think the other thing people have got to realise is it's money as well. I mean, Swansea were in the same position as us, and Swansea went to Category 2 because they couldn't afford it. I don't think we could honestly afford to keep it going as Category 1.
Well, when your stadium's falling to pieces and you can't get a crowd in, I'm not surprised.
Speaking of somebody that doesn't really know about it too much, what does that mean for the academy then? Are we not likely to see another Jude Bellingham come through in that case? Or
I think we can still get the youngsters, it's just that it's different in terms of the way that they play, the leagues and the competition they're up against. So if anything, possibly plays into the favour of the youngsters to give them more first
so
team
it's the
action.
divisions that we're playing competitively?
Yeah.
Right,
Because
okay.
they'll be pressing more against
More
the
pressing
lesser
against the lesser
opposition.
opposition.
Okay.
I can run for about 9 seconds and I'm done. I'm done. Right? 17, 18, 19-year-olds can run for 90 minutes non-stop. Right? And I've been there and I've done it. I couldn't play football because if I went to kick it left, it would go right. And we have to invest in youth.
Well, we haven't we? We've got Jordan James. We've got, there's quite a few kids that played this season.
Pressing
Yeah, but what's going to happen now with Category 2?
Say again?
What's going to happen now that we're Category 2?
Well, they're still there, aren't they? They're still there. They're still our players, but it's just whether or
All right,
not.
so what does Category 2 actually mean?
It means you're not category 1.
Oh, thank you, 9 seconds. I love that man so much. You could be my dad.
Got music playing.
You actually look like him.
I'm not
Still
entirely sure.
playing.
I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. I don't know the ins and outs.
I don't know the full ins and outs, to be honest.
No.
So Steve Portman's raised that it's £3 million per season to run at a Category 1.
Right.
So if you think about that, what would you rather have? 3 million into that or 3 million on a player?
Yeah.
Stroke for salaries. I know where mine would prefer to go.
I
And
know,
still
Craig,
think the kids will get a chance.
Craig,
Or say
I
even more
know-
of a chance.
I get that, mate, but what's 3 million going to buy you into today's market?
Yeah, Jude Bellingham came through at Category 2 level.
Category 2, yeah.
Calvin's saying here. So if that's the case, then...
Okay, look, I don't understand it. I promise you, I don't understand
No, I
it.
don't either,
that's
to be
why-
honest.
That's why I'm asking the question.
But Jude Bellingham, you can't compare anybody to... He's a generational talent. We'll probably never see someone like him again.
No.
No.
And I think kind of jumping on, sorry, Paul, jumping into the whole Jude and Trevor Francis debate. They're two different types of players. I mean, a lot of fans have said, "Oh, you compare them to TF," but they're completely different players.
And completely different playing surfaces,
Yeah.
completely different ball,
It's
sports science, everything's come into the
It's
game, which has
unfair.
completely changed it. And, like...
Is it? I mean,
£100 million for Greasy.
I think Jude will go for that as well.
Yeah.
Probably next summer.
but he'll justify it.
What an interview from Jude as well, actually.
Yeah.
To listen to him and his passion still for our club is
Oh,
just second to
What he said
none.
the other day,
Yeah.
about reserving
Blues
the
through and through.
Oh, here we
He'll come
go.
back.
Are you ready?
There's
Are you
no
ready?
doubt
Are you
in
ready?
the
Are you
future.
ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Mr. Fixer, get Jude on a show.
There's a level, Nick.
Then exceed.
That's category 1 guest.
No, wouldn't it be lovely to get Jude Job and his dad, their dad, on a show, because his dad's been absolutely amazing, and he's taught them children the right way in life, the right way to conduct and act yourself. Ready, Mr. Fixer? Be brilliant. That would be an absolute.
No pressure then, Nick. There's a level, Nick.
I look forward to seeing more of Joe
category
play
one
for
guest.
himself.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
wouldn't it be lovely to get Jude Job? I'm a little bit sad that we didn't get more out of Jude, to be honest with you.
Well, he was too good, Nick.
Like-
You were never going to keep Jude. He was too good. He
No,
was far too good.
time-wise, I mean, like another season out of him.
Yeah, but he was too good when he was no way he was going to be staying. He was just too good.
He's played nearly 40 games.
If we were top of the championship, we wouldn't have
He's
kept
still
him.
no.
Cement his place in England, hasn't he? England
He's got to start
Yes.
for England, hasn't
He's
he?
got to start.
Yeah.
You've got to start. You've got to have Declan Rice with him and
Yeah.
either Mason Mount or Conor Gallagher, Phil Foden. It's scary, isn't it? The thought of this team we got.
Yeah, very,
Maybe.
very.
But
Say again?
Bowen from West
Yeah, Jared Bowen as well. Yeah.
but there's not a lot on the world stage to be scared of at the minute.
Let's not start this again though. Coming home.
Okay, changing the subject. Right, we've seen some amazing scenes over the last few days of teams going up, teams being relegated, and supporters running onto pitches. Somebody headbutting a player. You are an absolute I can't say the word. Well, I can't say the word that I want to say, but right.
Take for what it is, Nick.
Like-
Ironic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to do a Barry Fry in a minute, I promise you. And people openly, with those horrible, stinking, filthy smoke flares. I'm sorry, mate, you should be banned for 10 years. And anyone.
They'd be banned for life after doing that, wouldn't they? After
just
nutty,
yeah.
Oh, God, yeah.
after Billy Sharp.
They make me feel sick,
Yeah.
right? And you look at our disabled supporters who have got issues, and you look at people with asthma, and you look at people that have got what do you call it? Not OCD, COPD, and all these kind of things, right? And you're standing there pumping out gallons of filthy, dirty smoke. Come on.
I mean, I don't have an issue with them running on the pitch, to celebrate, but when it comes to, starting stuff like that, there's no place in it for that at all, is
Man
there?
City player assaulted the B6 keeper.
Yeah. No, not player, fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there was the thing with Patrick Vieira at Everton as well.
Yeah.
And of course, Greasy G at our place as well.
Yeah.
That wasn't
even a celebration or anything, no.
That was a disgrace. Could have broke that bloke's neck. And I don't like him. I will never like him. But I don't wish him any harm whatsoever on a football field. Right? Or a knife. And for somebody to run onto our football field and throw that punch at the back of his head when he wasn't expecting it, you actually could have killed him.
Yeah.
Last 15?
That's 15. Woo! Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Of the 2021-2022 series.
Could be the last ever 15.
Anything to do with football and insects. In INCECTS, not.
Not the other.
Oh, that was quality. Insects.
I'll say Bug Ellis.
Oh, Bulgaris. Oh.
Terrible.
Bug Ellis.
I'm going to go for Flea Camp in the middle of a
Flea Camp, yeah.
What about Barry Fly?
Barry Fly.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
Have we mentioned this one about my uncle had a panic attack once because a smoke bomb was let off on a train from a pre-season game at
Man,
Warsaw.
really?
God.
I'm not being funny, Chris. It's disgraceful, mate. Like, why do they even produce these things? Why do they sell them to the general public?
Wasn't this the reason why they got held up at the Swansea game as well?
Yeah, because somebody had let it off on there.
Someone let one off on the smoke bomb off on the train, didn't they? So they got rediverted. Nightmare.
Why not just ban them across the country? Ban them. What purpose do they actually hold? Anybody tell me?
I think they're quite atmospheric. I would love there to be a safe one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Right, okay. So the club then deploys a set of fireworks all around the stadium, right? We score, woof, they go off. That'll do.
Jade Bellingham, Troy Beanie,
Oh, I like that one.
Lee Bees, Barry Fly, Tony Cotton, Lee Bowyer, B Bowyer, Barry Flies, Cricket Otto.
Cricket.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Who did that?
Barry Fireflies.
That's just Woodlouse.
That's the best one.
That's the best one so far.
Curtis Woodlouse.
Like that.
Oh, that's broken as a person, Chris. Who did that one?
That was a good one. That's come from Kelvin Hembra. New name.
Kelvin Hembra.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you
For
what.
me, mate, you're in the lead at the minute.
Yeah,
Carry on.
I'll tell you what I couldn't stand. Remember the 2010 World Cup in South Africa? Vuvuzela's.
Oh my
man.
God! Don't start me on that one. I might
Going
have
through
to
my
say
back speakers, they were driving me nuts,
Oh,
honestly.
yeah. Ruined it.
Like constantly winning it for every single game.
Sounded like Coronation Street.
It did,
Nightmare.
I'm going to say James Beetle, by the way.
James Beetle.
Beetle.
Yeah. To the BT.
Very good.
Yeah, I've got that one. Right, come on, insects, people, insects.
Nat Grealish.
What about Trevor Mothewson?
Oh, I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Buzzy, is it?
Buzzy,
Who said that?
Oh, that's winning for me.
That's a good
You know what? I don't know where these people get this from because we do this every week, right? And if you can't laugh, you can't live, can you? And you have to laugh to live, right?
Steve Portman.
And this 15 minutes on a Monday night is the best 15 minutes of my week.
Oh, yeah, Nick.
Yeah, go
Paul Pest, Calido.
Oh,
Maggot Grealish.
Danny Stings.
Oh, Danny Stevens. Like it.
Cricket in the Gardener.
yeah, right.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, okay.
That's the winner so far.
Wasp Hills Training Ground. Very
Wasp
good.
Hills.
Wasp
Yes,
Hills.
That's a good one.
Very, very clever.
Yeah, I like that one.
Christoph Bulgari.
Oh,
Wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
On every level.
So we've got 10 minutes left.
one of our fans. Here you go, Danny Crickets.
Actually, can I give a shout out to the
course,
story
yeah.
that
No.
Davo has put out recently from the club? It's the first time we've seen it for a while, but I know it's end of season, but fan interaction and the young
Brilliant.
lads who had a kidney replacement from his dad.
I saw
And
that,
got
yeah.
them
Amazing,
both,
amazing.
both up to Wastills and meeting the players, and the
That's
way they were
superb.
treated is brilliant. And I know COVID stopped a lot of it, but that's just superb to see.
Yeah.
More of
Davo,
that
you
needs
know-
to-
you
to
know what,
happen. That
Davo,
fan
we-
interaction's key.
As Birmingham City fans, we love Davo, right? Get more interactive, do more, right? Push it out there, and push it out there, mate. Because the stuff that we used to get, even not your original Davo YouTube videos, but when you were employed by Blues, the stuff you did with Claire, amazing, mate. But we need that spirit, we need that drive, and we need that energy back again.
Definitely. I really want to understand this because it sounds like there's a lot got into it, but I don't. Alex McLeish, let me go. Anybody?
Alex McLeish, let me go.
Alex McLeish, me.
McLeish.
Yeah,
Leash.
Leash. Let me go.
Right, okay. He's overthought it, hasn't he? He's overthunked it. Definitely.
I didn't get that one.
No.
I must admit, I didn't get that one.
Ant Ruse.
St Andrews.
Troy Beatney.
I think Ray Hobro has definitely been drinking or smoking this evening with Centipede and Love.
Centipede on enough.
Going back
was
to
it?
Davo,
Six ball.
going back to Davo though, I do think we've got some great people at the club. You know,
We have, Paul.
Yeah.
But what Davo's done is whether he's been silenced or is just dropped off the scene, mate. Come on, seriously, dude. And you know me, and I'll you know,
I think
come
he's
on, get
reappeared
these
a bit.
videos back on again. It's about supporters. It's about the fans. You know, away days.
yeah, he does his vlogs, doesn't he? He's doing his Davo's diaries more.
Yeah.
But no, that kind of thing with the young lad and his dad there was outstanding, and
superb.
we haven't probably seen anything like that since Claire was here with him.
No, Lindsay's just.
But like you
just
say,
mentioned
COVID,
that, yeah.
COVID didn't help with that, did it?
Yeah, Claire and Dad were together. Oh,
Paul,
18 years.
right? COVID. Let's go to COVID. You know what? We decided that we would do these shows week in, week out through COVID,
Yeah,
through what would have been the close season, all right?
yeah.
Just to keep Birmingham City fans connected. That was the concept. That was it.
Yeah.
Right? And so now we've literally gone for 2 years and 3 months every Monday, apart from when Chris has been on holiday,
Sorry.
doing this, right? And I hope that it's had an impact on some people. I genuinely do, because there are gorgeous, lovely, wonderful people out there, Birmingham City fans, who have interacted with each other, been connected, and you know what? Well, I'm actually amazed at the last 2.5 years. I'll be honest with you.
I'll
Brilliant.
run through some of these because there's quite a few. Tick's Ball.
Hooray!
Bring back Claire, says Lindsay. Yeah, we agree there. Centipede and Love. Ivan Sunjic. Jeremy Beeler,
Oh, yeah. I like that one.
Nicky Butt, Earthflies. Opastelli Housefly, Sebastian.
No.
I can't read that one. Get Brummy Joe on. We've had Brummy Joe on a few years ago. He's been one of our guests. We've all missed Gary Gardner. Simple. Michael V. Worm, Robert Grasshopperkins, Mark T. Wers, Paul
Robert.
Snails.
Snails.
Paul Snails.
And nobody's made Nick cry yet. We need to get a really funny one, don't we? Really?
I really want a proper funny one. I want I want to burst my eyes out, mate, because you make me cry every week. And like, you haven't touched a nerve yet, ladies and gents.
Sorry.
Not a nerve.
I think going back to what you were saying, Nick, that first lockdown, you know, when there was no football at all, and we were kept it going.
Depressing, wasn't it?
That was something that should have told me had like Brian Hughes and Robbie Savage on, wasn't it? And, that was because they were all obviously at home, weren't they? You know, it was easy to get guests on. I think they were actually grateful, weren't they, to do something different.
But I mean, Robbie Savage he was still a busy guy. So
Everybody, every Birmingham City fan wanted to rip Robbie Savage to bits. Right, and they came on the show, and they said, the first thing I want to do is apologise to every Birmingham City fan out there for the way I left the club.
It would have been.
Well, I wasn't a man. He said, but he decided to go and play for his childhood hero, Brian Hughes.
Mark
Hughes. Mark Hughes. Sorry.
Brian Hughes. You played with Brian Hughes.
It's all right. I'm not very clever. Don't worry about it. And for £10,000 a week more, what would you do? 10 grand a week?
Yeah.
We'd all do it, wouldn't we?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, it was a great show. That
It was a great show.
We had Dealey on around that time as well, didn't we? Dealey had a bowler, and
yeah,
you know, we was getting guests every week, weren't we?
Yeah, every week.
Did David Dunn do something similar to what Savage did?
Do you mean?
Didn't it, what he left in?
Not in that bad
great
of terms. No.
Yeah.
If Savage hadn't have done that to us, then he would have been gone down as a proper legend. But he was our best player for a couple of seasons. He was
Where
just
did Dunn go after us?
Blackburn. He went back to Blackburn.
he was immense, wasn't he?
He was fantastic. Yeah, he was unbelievable for us.
Yeah.
You know, and he could play as well. You know, I don't think he got the credit he deserved as the actual, you know, the footballer he was, because he could play. He was good at set pieces.
Yeah.
You know, he covered every blade of grass. He could cross the ball. He scored the odd goal. It was just brilliant times to be a fan round then, wasn't it?
There's one that's tickled you pink, I think.
There is. I'm just loving the Alec McLeach.
Alec McLeach.
Alec McLeach.
Leach.
I think he played against them up the road for us 4 times, didn't he? And he didn't lose once.
Didn't lose.
Yeah.
Was it 4 times?
4 times.
Yeah.
Must have been, yeah.
I'm going to go Gareth Snails.
Yeah, Garrison House.
Hang on a minute. 6 times? No, 5 times. Sorry, because he left, didn't he, that season?
He didn't play in the 2
He played in the 2-1, didn't he? When Dunn
and Clinton.
Clinton. Yeah.
When he bobbled in.
Yeah. So he played in that one, and that was just before he left, wasn't
Before
it?
we left.
Okay, so it's 3 minutes to 9. Got to thank Violet Stone for drawing the pictures of the Tilton Talk team. They were absolutely brilliant. Well done, sweetheart.
She'll get that
Well done.
framed and put it in the studio.
I promise you, I'll get in touch with you, and I want to pick that up and get it framed and get it in the studio, along with all the names of our amazing guests over the last 12 years, Chris. You never had grey hair then.
I know. Well, I did actually.
Am I going mad? It's gone off the wall, isn't it? The list of guests.
Yeah, he's took it.
Does he spot the difference? It's a new thing to the show.
No, so here's the truth. Here's the truth. I put it down. I thought, what I'm going to do is I'm going to read them all. It's just too many.
Read a few. Go on. Off you go.
I'll do my best. Okay. This is up to a few weeks ago, actually. So.
Right.
Okay.
You can speed talk, Chris, right? Speed talk.
Oh, I've only got 2 minutes. I'll never do it.
You have to rap.
Here we go. Paul Tate, Ian Clarkson, Paul Robinson,
Quicker.
Jerry Gill, Scarf Lady, Rockin' Johnny, Adam Yates, Paul Hubert, Paul Smith, Tracy Hemming, Bradley Hemming, Kieran Corcoran, David Farrell, Stephen Bevan, Brian Dick, Paul Devlin, Jeff Horsfield, Joe Gallagher, Big Singh, Mickey Singh, Tom Ross, Robert Hopkins, Martin O'Connor, Mike Wiseman, Howard Gale, Kevin Broadhurst, Charlie Glover, Sharon Langford, Kirsty Woodhouse, Mark Skinner, Michael Johnson, Charlie Lee Williams, Karina Schroeder, Brummy Joe, Gabby Cabby, Marissa Ewers, Paige Williams, Richard Haler, Chloe Peplow, David Deakin, Ian Danta, Andy Walker, James Nursey, Barrington Patterson, Davo, Tim Andrews, Hofi Manion, I can't ever say that.
Ethan Mannion.
Yeah,
Ethan
Ethan
Mannion.
Mannion. Katrina and Berger, Thomas Clayton, BCFC, Matty, Amir Javid, Curtis Phillips, legend, Cliff Horrocks, and Richard, David Langham, Ollie Osborne, Dave Cox, Sharon Cox, Brett Cox, Curtis Davis, John Frayne, Tony Want, Lewis Quinn. I'm only a quarter of the way through, by the way.
Keep going, kid. Keep going.
Jason McDonough, Ian Atkins, Mark Ward, Kerry Harrop, Cameron Jerome, Richard Dryden, Nicky Forster, Martin Taylor, Tony Cotton, Steve Jobb, Andy Legg, Paul Marden, Barry Fry, Ryan Deeney, Brian Hughes, Paul Caddis, Ian Rogerson, Roddy Jardy, Marlon King, Tim Croucher Faraday, Lee Bowyer, Ricky Otto, Kevin Ashley. By the way, Kevin Ashley's brother lives over the road from me. I didn't know.
Kevin Ashley's what?
Brother lives on the other side of the road.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I never knew. Kevin Francis, Linda Magna, Stephen Caldwell, Chris Burke, Alan Watton. I'm on the last line now. Gabriel Sutton, Darren Carter, Martin Granger, Paul Hipkiss. He was good. He was good, yeah. David Parker, Steve Shipway, Neil Moxley, Gray Coates, Squid, Honours, Stuart Bladen, Colin Barlow, Mark Adams, Claire Bowden, Adam Wilkes, Scarlett Johnson, Kevin Tomlinson, Emily Drakely, and a chap.
Lovely girl.
Alan Roy, Anthony Routley,
Lovely
Cash,
man.
Andrew Cash, James Beattie, Mark Watson, Tom Richardson, Freddie Flowers, Honours, Phil Summerhill, Brenda Brown, Craig Gill, Thomas Loughran, Steve Portman, Ian Connor, Carl Newton, Linda Enza, Craig Quigley, Roger Johnson, Nicky Edens, Shane Rush, Delia DeBola, Lee Carsley, Gary McSheffery, Liam Dash, Lee Malin, Mike Taylor, Liam Ridgewell, Robbie Savage, Richard Beale, Ian Bennett, Darren Pearce, Wayne Alcock, Chris Scudder, John Berry, Marcelo, Lee Clark, and Marcelo Painter. I've got that one. Marcus Painter. Roy, I can't say his name. Smiljanich. Yeah. Neil Kilkenny, Gary Pendry, Nico Vasson, Darren Rowbottom, Malcolm Page, Oliver Bohemia, Carl Matthews, Neil Cottrell, and that's where we got to.
No wonder you want to rest.
And do you know what?
And
Do you know
Chris
what?
Nigel
I'll
Manor
add.
said you've just won squad game, 200 names in 2 minutes.
I will also add Alan Watton,
Yeah, there's quite a few
Okay,
that I
Adams.
haven't got 'em on. Yeah.
Said
Great Courtney.
them, do you?
Adam Wilkes, Paul Hipkiss, the one and only Chris Browne, and myself. You know what? This has been a journey. I hope this journey doesn't end. I really do. I promise you I do. But it's down to you, Chris, and no pressure to make that decision, right? And what a 12 years this has been. It's like all the names, like I would never have dreamt of meeting those people in my life, right? And I have had so much pleasure doing this, despite the few numpties. And you know what? You brush them off, don't you?
we know.
You brush them off, right? You brush them off. It's been a bad season for us, girls and boys, ladies and gents. It's been a bad 11 years since we've been. I think we should stop doing this, Chris. We might get successful.
Come back when we're in the Prem.
Well, I forgot promoting next season if we did stop.
Yeah, can you imagine?
we'll get immediate promotion. And 7 years ago, I said to Chris in the studio, we will be top of the Premier League and win the Championship in the Premier League in 2020. He said, what? I said, well, I've got 2020 vision. Do you remember it, Chris?
Yeah. Great joke that was.
Mate, I'll tell you what. Chris, you're an absolute monster of a superstar. You're brilliant. You work so relentlessly and tirelessly doing this.
I agree.
I know. Like, I can take my words back. but you do, and you've done an amazing job over 12 years of bringing Birmingham City fans together on a Monday night. And that's what this has been about. It's been about the Birmingham City family. Amazing disabled supporters group. Linda, so lovely to meet Wendy Mills on Saturday night. What a lovely lady, right? And Tracy Hemming, Bradley. Oh, wow, it's been a weekend that I will never forget. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to say goodbye to the team now, ladies and gents, girls and boys, as we switch off the Tilton Talk Show for the very last time of the 2021-2022 series.
Maybe the last ever.
Final words from the team. Paul Lucas.
It's been a pleasure. Thanks for having me as always. And if it is the end, then it's been a pleasure being part of it for the last 3 and a bit years, 3.5 years, I think it is.
It can't be the end.
It might be.
Should do a whole show on it.
Yeah, we're having Fergie time, ain't we? So it must be. So yeah, no, thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure, and yeah, have a good summer, everyone, and I'll see you around next season if we're not back on.
We will be back on. This simply can't stop. Adam Wills.
For me, I've been part of this show for about 6 years now, and I've seen it come on leaps and bounds, and even in that time, right through from having guests that I'd never expected to meet and hear from, to just even the show getting sponsorship. So I hope it doesn't end, but that isn't my choice. But I'd love to be part of it for another 6 years. So keep right on, everybody. Enjoy your summer. I'd say enjoy the World Cup, but that's not till Christmas. So. And let's see what next season brings. Keep right on, everybody.
I hope everyone's enjoyed the little games I bought in as well over the last few years. As well.
Mate, I'll tell you what, we've had so much fun.
Say again?
You're thieving, Robin Gets.
I know.
Thanks for that, yeah.
Yeah.
And all the members of the team, Craig Courtney, wow, you have brought so much to the show for us over the last 2 or 3
I
years.
bought some cakes today.
That was a special guest.
I'd like to say...
but hang on, Craig, right? You know what you've done? You have done more for this show.
Carry on, Nick.
more for this show than we could have ever done, because we're all busy people, and I don't know whether you work or not, or you must have so much fucking time on your hands, mate. Craig Courtney, ladies and gents, a beautiful man. Love you.
Well, thank you very much, and yeah, thanks for the involvement with the show. It's definitely come on over the years.
Definitely.
I do hope to see it coming back bigger and stronger, hopefully, than before. But as fans, we've been on a long road, so let's just see what the summer brings. And how you just think the season starts early, so look forward to July.
I reckon we should have a season off just to see how we get on in the league.
Superb. And of course, Alan Watton's not with us tonight, unfortunately. He's a lovely man, chairman of the board. A proper nice man. And I'm sure from
he's
Alan...
crying, Nick, he's crying.
Done this on bloody purpose.
Saving the best till last again, Mark.
I'm sure from Alan he wishes you all the best. Yeah. And
he's building up to you, Mark, all right?
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Alan, when you have, and it's been good working with you on the show.
Yeah.
Brilliant analysis.
Wealth of knowledge, isn't
he reads the game really well. He understands and he knows what he's talking about.
Absolutely.
Alan Watton, ladies and gentlemen, Alan Watton, thank you so much.
It's good to have people on from different generations as well.
Yeah. What are you saying, Alan's old? Not as old as Linda.
Nick, is it Mark's go now?
It is Mark's go. Mark and Drew Adams.
No, I'd just like to say, just this part being, this has been absolutely brilliant.
Sorry, Mark, is this going to be a long one?
I've loved being part of it.
Take it on.
It's just been one of the best things I've ever done, and hopefully it'll carry on. But ultimately, it's Chris's decision. But
no pressure.
No pressure. It's just been amazing. Just
It's
like
been good meeting all you guys as well. Actually.
Yeah, new friendships.
Yeah, absolutely.
New friendships in the studio, but people I met outside as well.
Yeah.
It's just been just beautiful people.
Wow.
Sound like John Legend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Speechless.
Speechless. It's just been brilliant.
Do you want a tissue for them tears now, Mark?
So it's my turn, right? Through this show, I have met people I never thought I would meet in my life. Right? Never, ever thought I would meet in my life. I have met people like Paul, Mr. Fun, Dennis, Adam, Craig, Mark, Oliver, people that I would have never have met, ever, right? And that's through what we do here tonight. I'd have never met Auntie Linda, I would have never met Tracy, I would have never met Jeremy. You know, you go to football on a Saturday and you're settling out and you're like, go to football, win, lose or draw, go home, right? This has become my family, I promise you. I do promise you, right? And I have had the best 12 years of my life doing this, and it has just been amazing. And the help that we've given to people has been off the scale, beautiful. And I still talk about little Jack to people that come into work. Hashtag Jack's got friends. That, for me, was one of the best moments ever on this show, ever, right? Because a 9-year-old child learned he got thousands upon thousands of friends. And as for that old donkey Chris Browne, well, crying out loud.
Yes.
I'll echo as well what you say about Mr. Fun there, Nick, because he was another top man and another fountain of knowledge as well, wasn't he?
You know, absolutely, mate. You know what he did, and he came along, and he knew the game, and he could talk football, and he knew what he was on about, and it was great.
Yeah,
it was great. He decided to leave, right? And I will never, ever, ever disrespect him. Not ever. Never. Because I worked with him, right? We do this for free, ladies and gentlemen, right? Not a penny is exchanged between any of these people here on the screen or me without a screen, right? Not a penny. However, I'm really disappointed that I've had cakes tonight. Yeah. This, I am going to leave the last moments of this show to one of the nicest people, I promise you, that I know and I've known in my life ever. And you come up here in July. I'll stay on the line after Chris because I need to speak to you. You're coming up here in July to be my best man.
All right, is it it's my turn now?
Yeah, for God's sake. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. Browne.
Yes.
No, Mrs. Browne.
That might be the last time you ever hear that. Well, no big speech from me, I'm afraid. I think I've said everything. I'm going to have a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, just to think about whether we need to carry on or not, and then I'll make my decision then. But it's been an absolute pleasure. Really has. Ooh, hang on. No, it really has. Good stuff. I'm getting a bit emotional. Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure. It's been a fantastic
journey.
10, 12 years. Oh, yeah. I don't like that word journey, but yeah, it has been a journey, I suppose. But yeah, I've made loads of friends.
Did you ever think, Chris, 12 years ago when you started this, it was just you? Am I right in saying it was just you and your cat?
It was just me.
Just you.
Me.
It was, right? Right. I was
Really
decorating
full
the living room this one night, right? And I just put my iPad on, flicked through Facebook, and then found this site that was playing Birmingham City tunes, right? And I think this was a couple of weeks into when you first did it, Chris. And I thought, I'm listening to this, I'm having this, mate. You know, anything to do with blues, I'm there. And at the end of it, Chris said, if there's any DJs or presenters out there that could come and help us on this, please get in touch. And I got in touch that minute. And I promise you, Paul, it has been the best 12 years of my life. Nothing will ever compare to what we've done
he's the only one
on
that
this show.
answered the advertisement, so...
That was the only one listening.
It was the only one watching, wasn't it?
I think it was him and Ray Albro. I thought, it's a bit of a toss-up, you know what I mean?
But no, to think where it is now to where it was then,
Oh,
it must be
God,
unbelievable
yeah.
for you, mustn't it? You know?
Crikey, yeah.
Mate, I tell you what, Paul,
Yeah.
right, we had
Podcast.
a wooden table with 2 plastic microphones,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Well, I was using an online server then, and then the most people you could get online at any time was 50. So
Right.
that's how big it was.
What was this about 2010?
There's only 48 now.
2010, yeah. It was about 2010. Then we stopped for a bit. Then me and GA did a bit more, and then me and Capo did a little bit more.
Oh,
Stopped.
GA. I mean, what a
And
memory
then-
this is. Right, okay.
Then
GA
Paul
is a
Smith
Villa
as
fan.
well.
Yeah.
Paul Smith, yeah. Paul
GA
Smith.
is a Villa fan. I love him to bits, bless him. And he came in the studio this one night, right, proper early days, and he said, like, I found this song that you can play. Blue is the colour.
He doesn't know much about football. Yeah, I know, shame.
He had
Yeah.
no clue that it was Chelsea.
But anyway, for the last time, here is the Tilton Talk intro, outro. Good night, everybody.
Good night, God bless, and take care. Have a great summer, everybody. And you know what, you guys, you're just the best. You're just the best.
Good night.
Oh.
No.
Good night.
Good night.
We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say?